Well, good evening, everyone. How are we all on Tuesday, the 16th of August? I hope that we're all safe and well. The usual, those that are on holidays, enjoy, and those that couldn't be with us, please get well soon. Sending out big hugs and big kisses to everyone. What a week, what a fantastic week. Lots of awards, £7 stickers, paper clips, stone for stone, giving out 2 stone awards, 3 stone awards, 4 stone awards. Absolutely brilliant. Please feel free to share on our platform, which is our WhatsApp group. It does encourage other members, and it's lovely seeing pictures as well of before and after, because that's where we can really tell the difference, especially ourselves, because we usually are the last people to notice our own weight loss. So it's lovely to see pictures going up, and it is a safe place to do so. Next week's talk, I'm going to be refreshing the food pyramid for everyone. So it's like a new members talk, which I haven't done in a long time due to COVID. So it's good to get an opportunity in class to do it rather than send a video. So I would encourage everyone to get there so any questions can be answered on the programme, especially if we're there a while. But it's a while, even if we're there a week or two, we'll always have questions, and the only way to learn is to ask questions. And it is always good to refresh the food pyramid as well. $1 million question: on what day of the week do you lose weight? It's an interesting one, and it was an interesting one in class, all the different answers that came in from this. So I'm going to do my best to portray it on the video and cover it within the time frame. So basically, your weigh-in day, so whether you're a Monday or Tuesday member, your weigh-in day, let's say this week, we're down £2, okay? We are ecstatic because it's a long time since we lost £2 in a week. We've maybe lost £1, £1.50, but we haven't lost £2 in a long time. So we're really, really happy. We think, wow, we're reliving the week, and we're saying, had we takeaway, had a few drinks, and had me a bar of chocolate. So we're feeling really delighted that we've lost £2. We're walking on air and we're saying, I really want this feeling to continue. I'm really going to get my act together. I'm going to keep on at £2 a week. But what we also think to ourselves on weigh-in day, that you're the furthest point from being weighed. Remember that I've done that also, because you are actually the furthest point from seeing myself and also the lovely scales from that time till next week. So really what we think, we are walking on air. But on weigh-in day, what can happen, or weigh-in evening, you say, have a slice of toast. It's a nice bit of butter in there, or jam and marmalade. It's a long time since I had that with a cup of tea. And just 2 squares of chocolate, and I'm just going to finish them. So then there's no more temptation in the fridge, and then that's done. That's the end of the chocolate now. Then for dinner, we haven't got the cup out to measure our pasta before we cooked, so there's an extra bit there in the pot. So we say, sure, I may as well have that. I'll fill myself up, it'll stop me snacking, and that's the way I'm going to fill it up, fill myself up, and therefore I don't have to throw it out, so there's no food waste either. So that's on weigh-in day, okay? So nothing really major, okay, I wouldn't call it. But we went over by 2 carbs that day because we had our breakfast, we had our lunch, we had our snacks in there as well. Heading into day 2, we're remembering that feeling of losing £2. We're really on track. That's how most of us start off. We usually start our day off good. It's usually around 3 to 4 o'clock in the daytime, or else night time is when we start to go off track. So on day 2, our breakfast, we decide, right, I'm going to have 1 slice of toast, 2 turkey rashers and an egg. Then you decide, I'll get a bus into town. Go for a little mosey. It's a long time since I've done that. I'm feeling good about myself. I might see if I can buy myself a new dress or a shirt or jeans for the men, whatever it might be. And this is just a scenario, so I hope that we can follow along and that also that you can relate to it. Go into town, do a bit of shopping. So we're in town, let's say 9:15. The sun is shining. There's not many people around. We can have our little mosey. Might have bumped into a friend or an old neighbour. Had a little bit of a yap. Look at the clock, look at your watch, and it's 1:30. You are absolutely starving. You're saying, by the time I get the bus home, it's going to be after 3. I'll just grab a sandwich and a coffee. So you go in. So it is a better choice rather than McDonald's or Burger King or different things. And then you say, I'm really going to be watching, I'm really going to be on it later on. I have my dinner and all prepped and I'm good to go. So you're on track. By 4 o'clock you're home. You have your snack, which is going to be fruit. Then that evening you have your dinner. 2 potatoes, steak, veg and pepper sauce. Yummy. Okay. Then roughly about 9 o'clock on day 2, what happens is maybe our other half, partner, husband, kids, grandkids, maybe someone that we live with, orders a chipper. So you're thinking to yourself, that's going to take 20 minutes to come. I'm going to get myself upstairs, out of sight, out of mind. You're going to go, I might even go to bed early. I'll read a book. I've ironing to do upstairs. Before you know it, the doorbell rings. The chips come in. The smell is absolutely gorgeous. How can you refuse that? How can you stay strong? You're on day 2. Still a good bit to go before weigh-in day. I'll just have a handful of chips. It's a long time since I had it. The smell is killing me, and I'll really be back on track tomorrow. So that's what we say. Remember, a single, as most of us would know, the white bag that we get from a chipper is roughly about 27 carbs in that bag, without the extra scoop that most chippers will throw in, or 2 scoops if they know as well, which they probably don't anymore. So basically what happened that day, and I'm being generous in this, that we went over by the 2 carbs because we had the extra sandwich in town that we hadn't really accounted for, we hadn't planned for, and we had that handful of chips as well, okay? So now at this point, we're 4 carbs over between weigh-in day and today. Day 3, we're really good again. Breakfast is 200 grams of cereal, fruit and yogurt. Your snacks then is your crackers, 2 crackers and cheese. Lunch then is going to be chicken salad and 1 slice of bread, so we're still very much on it. We're on track. Mid-afternoon then we meet a friend that we haven't seen since before COVID. Wow. We're going to go and have a coffee, and I'm going to have half a slice of cake. So again, half a slice of cake. What type of cake was it? Is it a chocolate eclair? Is it a carrot cake? Is it a scone? Is it a donut? What type of cake is it? But we're only going to have half. We're catching up with a friend. It feels good. We're having belly laughs. Dinner then, you have 45 grams of rice and a chicken curry that you make up from home. Snack then is going to be 2 crackers and cheese and a 30-gram bag of popcorn. So basically what happened that day, not counting the cake, because let's say that was our little treat, that we went 1.5 carbs over. So we're now 5.5 carbs over on day 3. Coming into day 4, we're prepped, we're ready to go. Again, breakfast is a good choice. Breakfast is Slimbo, a fried egg, your 2 turkey rashers, 1 turkey pudding, fruit and yogurt. So you're filling yourself up on the good stuff. Snack then is going to be 4 crackers and your peanut butter. Then lunch is a large wrap and you make your own homemade pizza on it. Your snack then after lunch is going to be 25-gram bag of crisps from the multi-pack. So it could be your Treble Crunch, your King, your Tato, whichever it is. Then for dinner you have lasagna and side salad. But on day 4 what happened was we went over by 4 carbs. How? I didn't have a treat, I didn't have chocolate, I didn't have cake. How am I over by 4 carbs today? What happened at lunchtime, we had a large wrap. So most large wraps are 2 carbs. You might be counting them as 1. Some wraps that I've seen over the weekend have gone up to 4.5 carbs, depending on the brand. The best brand for me to recommend is the Old El Paso size, the medium size, or else the wraps which I sell at the club, because one of those wraps is 1 carb, okay? Then the lasagna, remember each sheet of lasagna is 2.5 carbs. Most of the time lasagna has a layer on the bottom, in the middle and on the top. So again, that's going to push us over. So I just want us to be aware of that. Because sometimes what we think is, I didn't have chocolate, I didn't have this, or I didn't have whatever that we might like on that particular day. But if we go over by our carbs, I want you to be a miser with your carbs. Spend them really, really carefully. For the men and women in the group, we're all on 3 to 4 carbs a day, no more than 4 and no less than 3. But if you start going over, that's when we're going to see weight gain. And you might just say it's only 1 over or this over, but it does have consequences. Slows down our weight loss. It means that our weight loss isn't consistent every week. Day 5 then, I really need to pull it back. We're coming in closer to weigh-in day. The group might be heavy with text messages and pictures and members' weight loss. So I say I'm going to really watch my carbs. I'm going to watch it now from now till weigh-in day. Breakfast is 200 grams of cereal, your fruit and your yogurt. Snack then is carrots and celery with your hummus. Lunch, goat's cheese salad, 1 slice of brown bread. We're doing fantastic. Snack then is custard and jelly. Then your dinner on day 5 is 1 baked potato and your savoury mince. Snack then after your dinner is going to be a meringue nest, your jelly, your custard and 3 litres of water. We're really hockeying the water out of it because we're looking to flush toxins and help with the weight loss. So you had 3 carbs on day 5, which means that we're saving 1. Okay, coming into day 6 then, your breakfast then is omelette and veg. Your snack is 1 slice of the Halloween brack from club, 1 slice is free. Lunch then is chicken Caesar salad with 1 slice of bread. Snack, fruit and yogurt. Then your dinner is going to be steak, veg and sweet potato fries. Sweet potato is free. The 3 that's in a net, the net that we can get, 3 of those is free. Anything more than that would be carb territory. Then your snack is 30 grams of popcorn. So you really watched it. You only had 2 carbs that day. And those carbs were spent between your bag of popcorn and also your 1 slice of bread that you had at lunch. So we've saved 2 carbs. Day 7 then, breakfast 1 Slimbo, 2 turkey pudding, 1 turkey rasher, mushroom and tomato. Snack then your berries and your yogurt. Then your lunch is tuna lettuce wrap. So just basically you're using your lettuce leaf as your wrap. So we're eliminating carbs. So we're making a good choice there. Your snack then is carrots, celery and cucumber with hummus. Dinner, 30 grams of rice and you make up a little bit of a chicken stir fry for your dinner. Snack then, custard and meringue nest. So all you had that day was 2 carbs. So we really watched the carbs that day. So the total in the week, we went over by 9.5 carbs, but in the past 3 days we have saved 5. meaning we're over by 4.5 carbs that week. So on what day of the week did we lose weight? We didn't. We did well to stay the same because we were over on our carbs for the week. Bear in mind in there was no alcohol, there was no takeaway, there was no bar of chocolate, there was no cheese, there was no ice cream, there was nothing like that in there, and we went over carbs. That's how important it is to watch the carbohydrates, not to spend them willy-nilly. Be a miser. You have 4 for the day. You wouldn't go out first thing in the morning and spend them and leave yourself short for the day. That's why it's really important for us all to get to class next week, to get to talk about refreshing the programme, back to basics, to refocus. 2 more weigh-ins left in the month of August, £2.5 each week, totaling £5 before we even head into September. We can do this. We can do this together. We have each other's support. I have your back, which is most important, and also your group has your back. I want us to all stay safe, to mind ourselves. It's still very much out there. Also, what I want us to do is stay off the scales. Don't be weighing yourself in between weigh-ins. My scales is a class 3 medical scales. It gets collaborated every 6 weeks. Weighing yourself in between weigh-ins is getting fanatical, and it's a wrong approach to your weight loss. So please stay off the scales. Trust the scales once a week and trust the process, and trust yourself that you're giving the programme your all. Have a great week, everyone. Well done to everyone. Hugs and kisses. Bye.